So hello everyone, and welcome to today's masterclass, open source generative AI tools, tips and tricks. Thank you for joining us today. If you ever wondered how to elevate your architecture and construction projects using AI, this dynamic hands-on masterclass will provide you with practical tips and tools. Designed for tech enthusiasts from the AEC sector, you will learn how to harness AI to unlock creativity, enhance efficiency, and drive innovation in your projects. I'm Thaisa Figueroa, Institutional Engagement Manager here at Ziggurat. And for those who may not know us, Ziggurat is an online institution with over 20 years of experience in e-learning. Wait a moment. We provide master's and postgraduate courses in architecture, engineering, and tech management, and we are proud of our diverse and vibrant community with over 20,000 students from 120 different countries. And today's masterclass aligns closely with our postgraduate program in artificial intelligence applied to construction, a specialized program that empowers construction professionals to integrate AI into their workflows. So the program starts with the Module 1, Fundamentals of Artificial Intelligence, where the students explores core AI concepts, data structures, and machine learning algorithms. This module provides the foundation to understand and apply AI effectively in construction projects. And in the module 2, integrating AI in the design phase, focus on AI applications during project planning. The students learn how AI tools enhance design process, streamline BIM workflows, and automate project management. We also address how AI can support sustainable design practice to meet growing demands for environmentally conscientious construction. And in the module 3, AI in the construction phase, emphasize practical applications on site. Topics include AI-powered cost estimation, planning, site management, and risk assessment. So the students discover how AI can optimize construction workflows and improve project outcomes in real time. And a key feature of the program is the final course project developed progressively through the course. So this capstone project challenges the participants to apply their knowledge to address real-world challenges in the construction industry, creating practical, innovative solutions guided by the expert mentors. So if you want to know more, feel free to scan the QR code to explore the program. And if you are interested, fill out the form and our team will get in touch with you, okay? So now I'm super pleased to introduce our speaker for today, Pablo Aumente Gallego. He is an architect with an extensive experience in architectural design and project management and innovation. And he is also founder at Brave Studio, and also he's a Ziggurat alumni of our postgraduate program in artificial intelligence applied to construction. So I want to comment one thing before pass the floor to Pablo. So if you have any questions during the session, please leave them in the chat and we will address them during the Q&A session at the end, okay? So thank you so much, Pablo, and the floor is all yours now. Thank you.
Thank you, Thaisa. Thank you for this amazing introduction. Well, I am going to share my screen now, and let's see if we can start. Okay. So I hope that if there's any problem, Thaisa, please tell me about the presentation. Well, I'm not going to introduce about myself, just to tell you that I'm an architect. I have more than 17 years of experience. I've been in Spain and in Switzerland since more than 14 years. I've been in more than 7 different offices, and well, since like almost like a year and a half, I created my own studio, and we are on top of the wave of the AI design, among other things. First thing is, we're going to talk about super quick about what is generative AI, because you went to a generative AI masterclass. Why is open source? What are the kind of open source platforms that we have, more or less like generalistics right now, and how does it work? Okay, so generative AI, basically, it's a subset of artificial intelligence that creates new content based on models that have been previously trained. So you have like amount of information, you train a model, you just, go from a text or a command and you get a result. Okay, basically that's it. It's simple. Why open source? Well, if you have an article or a demo for an idea that can work through many people, they can iterate faster. So it's like a really good way to test a lot of different tools or subset of tools that later can be implemented and generate even like startups. The big companies like Amazon, Oracle, Meta, NVIDIA, they're continuously testing these kind of demos that we're going to see today, because they want to integrate them later in bigger packages. So they release an article they produce for everyone to read. Then they use this article. It's released in GitHub, and there's a bunch of developers and programmers and coders that they take the article and they create with the article their own demos. That are the ones that we are going to see. Okay, why open source? Because it helps them, basically. Big companies, this is good for companies, and it's good for people that without paying, we have access to tools that otherwise it would be, not for free. I'm not gonna, because this is like a basic introduction to generative AI, I'm not gonna talk about programming or anything like that. I'm just gonna put like some names there. If you know how to program a little bit, or you know what it is, Python, Llama, different large language models that you see there. And you had in bold case Hugging Face, which is the platform that mostly we're going to see today. Basically, there are places where these demos are hosted and you can enter and play with them. How usually these platforms work is that they have a training phase where they take the models, like a lot of data sets. Data is king in AI. Then after they train a model, you have the input processing. A lot of people put in prompts or images, and then the model interprets this command, this idea, what you want to get of them. And then they apply to what they have trained and they generate a result. Depending on how this result is closer to what we wanted to have, we are going to adjust different parameters in the model so it can learn. That's why this LLM, these large language models, they're learning about, and the people, the fine tuning that they're producing these models, they are in charge of like, okay, it's not looking well the way that we wanted. Let's try to base more on in that direction. So this is like, I know that this is a little bit boring, but this was just like a little bit of theory before what we're going to see now. Okay, so usually when we are, I'm gonna change, and I hope that you're seeing like Hugging Face right now. One of the platforms that we showed is Hugging Face. And Hugging Face, if you go to Spaces, what you can see here are just like the list of demos that people and companies are released for us to test. Every one of them is an actionable page that we can use. So think at every one of them is a tool, and we're going to test them. Okay. So at the beginning, we say like, okay, we want to generate an image. Okay. So we say like red balloon. Okay. And we generate it. And we're going to get an image of a red balloon. That is, we're going to get, of course, it takes your time because you have to, like take the prompt and then go into the model and then thinking, okay, what are the ideas that we're going to get? And then it gets us. So you have a red balloon, okay? The more details that we put into the prompt, the closer it's going to be to what we want to generate. So it is really important that our prompt, it's defining our idea in our head. So a good prompt, it's important. And you would ask like, yeah, but I don't know what could be a good prompt, right? So that's why this one is this image to prompt is really nice, because if I don't know how to describe an image, maybe I have an image similar to what I want to reproduce, and I say like, okay, so I have this image, I upload it, and I generate a text that is describing that image that might be similar to what I want. Okay, you just have to go to Google, to something that is similar, and it will get we will get here a text that is going to describe exactly what we have. Okay, so we can copy it, and then we can go to what we had here, and we paste it. Okay, and let's see what are the results when we post this exact prompt that we have before. Of course, the image that we're going to generate is not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same that we have. But it's going to be interesting because depending on the training of the model, the result of the image is going to be one or another. And we're going to see like the bias. Okay, now we had a pioneer here cooking something, and when we put it, we have someone that it's a black person. It's not a white person. So in case we wanted to change that, there's something interesting here that we have, which is the advanced settings. Usually you can change here the aspect ratio, you can use an upscaler. I wouldn't touch many of these. I will leave it as it is, just for the beginning, but you can use something that is quite interesting that is called negative prompt. So if you have something in the image that you don't want to appear, in this case, we wanted to have someone, maybe a pioneer coming from Netherlands, let's say, or from Europe on the beginning of the 19,000s or late 1800s, then we will say like, okay, we don't want someone who has like a dark skin here. So we would put like negative prompt is what we don't want the image to show. So we say like dark skin or maybe black person. And then we run it again. Okay. And usually we will have the idea that because there's a lot of collapse, let's say like black person. Okay, it's not right now, but basically we will have like a white person generated there. When we have after we have the ideas of realistic images, we always we're generating things that are not really big. We are like around like 1024 pixels by 1024 pixels. Of course, because we are using something for free. This is not, if you want to go for something bigger, we have to have a model in our own computer and we have to run something locally. This is something like way more complex that we can develop in like another video, which is like the automatic 1111, the stable diffusion models, flux models, and this is something for another video. But what we can use is something if we want to, upscale it, there is an option which is like the upscaler here. So we can put any picture that we have, and we can run it. I hope that it allows me. And what we're gonna do is the image that we uploaded here, we're gonna have an enhancement. So we're going to generate, okay, so waiting here. We're going to generate way more pixels than there were before. It's going to increase in size, and we're gonna have a comparison in the slider that we can see what is going on. So what the artificial intelligence is doing here is generating more pixels and guessing what are the, so see, oh, okay, this is like it's like resizing the input because it was too big. I'm going into like too much. Okay. So, okay. In this case, because I uploaded something like two, but you can see like we are changing it. Why is that happening? Because we have way more pixels in the right side than in the left side. And these pixels need to be filled with something. The trained models are filling the information, no? They are feeling what it is. So there's something that we call artifacts. In order to fill this information, they're adding things. If probably I put like something with a little lower scale, it would be way better. But anyway, so I think that what is quite interesting here also, let's say like you don't want to upscale a picture. You have like an old picture, you just want to restore it because you don't, it was broken, it belongs to your grandma, to the old history. And this is a way then easily you can upload it and you have like something brand new. I think it's like a nice application for like old pictures. Anyone can use it, super easy. Then let's say like you have a picture and you want to remove certain stuff in the picture, but you don't know. So, okay, let's say like in this picture, we want to remove the mirror. Let's say if it can be done. So we are talking with a picture. We upload a picture and we say exactly what we want to be removed. Oof. In this case, it doesn't work that good, I think, because it doesn't identify. But if you say like sometimes it's like, these are not perfect yet. Sorry. I say like, I had to erase the object. Let's see, that's why they're also for free. They're not that good as, but okay, let's see here. The plant, it's out. Okay. Let's try, the armchair, green armchair. Let's say, try, you can recognize it because I don't want to be look bad, but this is not working. So, and you say it takes like around the 11 seconds. And okay, well, that worked. Okay. So this is pretty basic. You can test it yourself just by, I think the people who are designers and architects who are constantly trying to remove certain stuff. This can be in a matter of seconds, remove artifacts or places from an image instead of going into Photoshop, and using like the cloning stuff. I think it's pretty useful. Then this is the background removal. Okay, you have an image, and let's say you have this image, and here it is. You don't have background anymore, so you can download it, and then you can insert it in whatever other image that you're working. For designers, this is like quite great, super quick, and you don't have to use it. It's not perfect, but I think, you know, for the speed, I think that it's pretty good. It depends also on the image that you have. Okay. Let's gonna do this one is quite interesting. I think you're gonna like it. Let's say like we have someone, you can upload. This is pretty useful if you want to try some clothes from any shop. Okay, so you go into the website and you see like a shirt that you like. You upload an image of yourself. This is run locally in your computer. This is totally private. So don't worry about that. You're not uploading to anyone. Okay. And you say like, okay, this is me. I wish it was me, but it's Timothy Chamalet. And I want to try this shirt. So, okay. So here's like the input image. Then you have the shirt. Let's see if we can get an option like on me, how does it look like? This is the kind of things that you're gonna be seeing right now in several websites that are integrating like really cutting edge fashion brands that is gonna have, you're gonna be able to like look at your webcam in your phone or your laptop, take a picture of yourself and see yourself with the apparel that you want to buy. So you instantly, you don't have to be in the shop. That is something that you are going to be wearing and you see how it looks like on you. It's taking 55 seconds. I know it's not something you have to remember. This is for free. We're not paying for that. And let's see if okay. This is like too many users. I will come. I will come with a result later. We're gonna come later anyway. So, what is like when you have an image and it looks like you are an architect, you're a designer, you want to generate. You have a prompt. You generate an asset. Could be a chair. Could be any kind of object. And then from that image, you can turn it into 3D. That is what we are having right now. Okay. So these are algorithms that are literally taking a picture. I mean, like let's try. It's easy in these cases because you're gonna see. Let's try to generate and let's see if allows me, because there's a lot of people. Maybe we're like in the the hot time. But this is you're gonna have. You just have to wait a little bit, and then you will have it. Those are the cons of having something that is open source, that is not always available for you. That's why you pay. But you upload the picture here, it automatically like remove the background, and it looks like it's not working. It's bad. Let's see. It's the one that we have here, the Hanyang. Let's say that we're trying to generate it. So this one was released just like 2 days ago. One Trellis has been around quite some weeks, but this one is like quite new. This is coming from Tencent, from China. Basically, like the best of this stuff, this open source stuff, are coming from China. I have to tell you, they're really good. Let's say like it's taking a little bit. We're going to, of course, you can generate an object, and this object you can then download, generate a mesh. You can download like the texture mesh. So this is like something that people who are working with 3D, programmers, game developers, designers, they can instantly like put this in their scenes and then later, working that. They don't have to go into generating the objects themselves. Just from the image, they have the mesh, Yeah, but what if you say like, yeah, but why don't we create a video out of text? Okay. And for that, I think that you have this video generation with LTX. LTX is a company that they're working into generating movies just based on text. And this is the demo that they are releasing. I just have to paste it what I want to be generated, and this is the video that you get from that. Of course, always this the negative prompt, resolution. You can play with that, but they're pretty good. Well, the things that are happening right now. You imagine this is just from a text, okay? Then this is a little bit more advanced, I would say, which is like you upload a video and you generate, as you can see here on the right, is a depth map. What is a depth map? So it's a calculation, it's a heat map calculation where you can see the closer you are to yellow are the ones who are closer to the object, and the ones who are closer to black are far away from the object. So you have an idea how this can be interpreted. So it's basically transforming the video into like a infrared vision in 3D. Why is this interesting? This is interesting if you are a little bit more advanced with this. You can take that and use that as a mask to produce any other video. So you say like you take this depth mask and then you prompt whatever you want to do doing the same movement. So instead of a girl, it could be like anything there, but it's gonna be doing the same movement. So this is quite interesting. In the future, you're gonna see if you go a little bit more into detail. Then we saw how to generate a video out of text, but now I think it's important to see like how to generate sound or how to integrate sound on a video, because these videos that are generated, they don't have any sound, okay? So we can add sound to the videos, like a special effects sound. And we have a model. And the video. So previously we only had the video, and then it understands what is going there in the video. It writes down a prompt, and then generates an audio that is integrating in the video. So we edited the video with FX sound. On top of that, we can also generate audio to whatever we want. So imagine we say like, hello, we are at Ziggurat in the Generative AI Masterclass, okay? And we want to generate an audio file that we can integrate in our video, okay? So we submit.
Hello, we are at Ziggurat in the Generative AI Masterclass.
So we can, whatever text that we have, of course, we have to try that. The good ones right now with these kind of things are 11 Labs. I don't know if you know it. You have to pay for them, but they're pretty good. You can take any text that you want into an audio file, and you don't even have to edit. And you can use different voices here. Let's say, let's another one.
Hello, we are at Ziggurat in the Generative AI Masterclass.
You see that there are like different accents, and because they have been training those models in different accents from different people. So it's more about testing here. One of the last ones that I would like to show is like editing a video just by editing the text. And if we upload the video, okay, and we have the transcription here, right? So video is...
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow.
Okay, and this video where there is a text, it automatically understands that there's makes a transcription, so you have it here. And by editing, by taking some of the things here, if I'm allowed to do it, basically I would generate a video that is only, you see, like before we had 1 minute here, and I say like, okay, just put it like, do it, just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Okay.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams.
And that's, I cut it just by cutting the text that we have here. Okay. So you can edit a video just by editing the text.
Do it!
I think that, whoops.
Just do it! Don't let your dreams
Okay. So
be dreams.
the last one that I want to show, we don't have like a lot of time to present that, but it's in the PDF that we are going to give away, the different platforms. There's one called Stability Matrix, and there's another one called Pinocchio Computer, where you can run a lot of apps. One of these apps that you can run in Pinocchio is FaceSwap, and I'm just showing you what you can do in FaceSwap. So you can here basically just like upload a picture of someone, usually like famous actors, and then a picture of yourself, and you can see what is the result. You know, you can make like a funny pictures and integrating your face into someone that is famous. This is just one of the multiple tools that you can use in Pinocchio Computer. And I just wanted to have maybe like some time for people so they can do some questions. And I'm ready to take whatever is coming, Taisa.
Perfect, Pablo. Thank you so much. So let me regress my, but maybe we can let your screen now. I'm thinking because I saw one questions here like, could you please present sample related to construction BIM model? Which solutions that you present could we architects or designers or BIM manager BIM modelers could use it in their roles?
Well, this is interesting, but regarding what? Because there are like some integrated Bing platforms. You have Hyper, you have TestFit. What you have when it comes to BIM modeling, you have Speckle. So what is happening is there are like certain platforms. I mean, I can put it even in the chat. Hyper.
Perfect.
TestFit. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we, oh, sorry.
Okay. TestFit.
Test fit.
You can run in Grasshoppers. They're integrating Grasshoppers now with ChatGPT, and there are like several of them that you can run text and prompts and then generate. There are several platforms that they can do that, but we are not there into the situation where we can use a prompt like ChatGPT and generate a building. So we can do basic stuff. We can generate a shape. We can generate pillars. We can generate columns, a set of columns, but we cannot generate yet a whole project. This is not there yet. It should be, the question, it could be like a little bit more specific. There are options where we can insert something within ArchiCAD and Revit. There are like platforms that are paid, which is another one is Finch 3D. Probably that would be like or architectures, which they're literally working from prompts and designs to BIM. And you can then later, what is generated, you can import in your Revit model or your ArchiCAD model. So I would use those platforms, but in order to use those platforms, we will have to go into like a really, really long course.
Yeah.
Can you-
And Pablo, these image are generated by AI or is an existing image that is in the web and the AI look for it?
all the images that I shown, they're all generated by AI. The only ones that are not generated by AI are the ones from famous actors and mine. But all of them that you have seen there are generated by AI. And I see that they say like, can we get the slides? Yes, you're going to get the slides and the video. And you can also contact me if they have like a more detailed questions. Can be online or even like through Ziggurat. You know, we can do that. That's for sure.
Perfect. Thank you, Pablo. And the last one, maybe you already answered that, but how do you use these platforms in architecture more specifically?
Sorry, how do you
How
use
do
it?
you use these platforms in
Uh,
architecture more specifically?
well, we are not only doing architecture, but we're doing also visuals. So whenever we have a presentation, there's an image. You always have to generate images for a lot of stuff. The thing is, most of the time, when you get good at generating images and rearranging images, the sky's the limit. Your imagination is the limit. So there's a lot of images that you have to go to Substack. You have like different like bank of images that they're for free, but they're limited. So imagine you want to have like a specific, you got a red koala flying over the moon. Then you have to go to these models in order to generate the idea that you want. Let's say like I want a room filled with architects and engineers preparing a session or discussing plans. So when you're preparing presentations, when you want to prepare, especially mood boards at the beginning of the projects, we are doing a lot of mood boards. So what we show to the clients, we showcase the range of materials, the look and feel, and through generative AI, you can generate the images because at that early stage of the project, you don't really need to have something that is real. You're selling ideas and dreams. And for that, artificial intelligence, it's amazing right now. Generative AI, it's great because you show exactly what you want to show and what it is in your head that probably it doesn't exist in the reality, but maybe you can make it real later. I know for a fact that there are several designers that they are taking images generated by open source diffusion models that we have seen today, and then turn into the 3D that I showed you. And with this object, they have been producing custom-made lamps, chairs, elements that they use in their projects. So this is something that is happening right now.
Perfect.
And the idea is just to accelerate also the post-production of any process. So if you can generate objects when you go into the architectural visualization, you are working with images all the time, and sometimes you have to generate like a lot of different people in certain situations. What it was done before is that I have done it myself. I have come to like a public square and started, taking pictures from people, because that was the only way that I could then later take those images and then, like trim them and adapt it into the visualization, or even images of ourselves, sitting, doing stuff, to do like a silhouettes. This is something that we don't need to do that anymore. You just have to prompt it and you generate it. And it's saving a lot of time. It's saving a lot of time for designers and for architects. So that's it, more or less. Like you can use it. There are so many different options, that you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed.
Perfect, Pablo. And do you want to leave a message, a final message? I saw another question here, but they already answer with the knowledge that they get in this session. Because if you saw Sharaf ask a question and then Marco already answer the question with information that you give us today. This is amazing for me.
Yeah,
So
I want to also tell to the people that these tools that I presented, they are not perfect. Okay, what you are seeing right now, this is the beginning of a technological revolution. So this is the moment to play, to test the tools. It's like a sandbox. Okay, you are going to put when you get the PDF and you test, every one of them, you are going to see yourself sometimes it doesn't work the way you want. Okay, because that is the goal of these open source demos that you're having, is to test, find, test, and refine. So the people, they know, so these are the problems here. This is the artifacts here. If you upscale it too much, they're generating, a bad image. These are showing. So I also added like certain tips into the presentation, so you understand what it is, what you can do and what is the impact of what you're changing. But try to play with it, because the more you lose the fear of playing with these tools, the better it's gonna be in the future. And I'm telling you, this is not gonna stop. This is going to become better and better. And of course, there are people who would like to, let's say, like, okay, I want to generate a text, and then, the house is created with all the technical details. We are not there yet, okay? And we are not gonna be there yet. It takes some years, but there are like different things that before were more difficult to do, and now they're easier. So my recommendation, my words would be, try to look at the process that you're doing when you are a designer, when you're an architect, when you're an engineer. Look at all the process that you do in every day of your life. It could be answering emails. It could be generating images. It could be, like listening to podcasts or resuming PDFs, chatting with a PDF. And look for possible tools that can make your work easier. Because this is what it is. This is just something that it was taking before 2 hours. Now it's 5 minutes. So that's the idea. These are just tools. This is helping us. The idea is not to replace us, it's to help us. So that would be my tip for today.
excellent, Pablo. So thank you so much for sharing your expertise and inspiring us today. And a big thank you to all of you that joined us today. See you at our next event. Take care and goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day, everybody.
Bye.